This is Don from Airbrush Technique Magazine, airbrushTechniqueMagazine.com. And this is Airbrush Paint 101, a quick overview of Airbrush Paint for those new to airbrushing. Here we have the most popular brands for doing fine art, canvas, illustration board, Bristol board, paper. Dr. P.H. Martin's. These are all airbrush ready. You don't need to reduce them. Just spray them right through your airbrush as they come out of the bottle. Dr. P.H. Martin's makes a good skin tone set also. Pro Colors. If you're in Europe, Pro Colors is real popular. It's sold by Harder Steinbeck. Golden Airbrush Colors. Again, it's airbrush ready. You can spray it just the way it comes out of the bottle. And Comart, made by Medea. All these are water-based colors. You can clean your airbrush out with warm water or a commercial airbrush cleaner like Medea makes, or Easy Air, or Badger I believe makes an airbrush cleaner also. If you're just learning how to paint, these are some of the best paints for you to use because you don't have to reduce the paint. You're not fighting getting the paint to spray correctly through your airbrush. You can concentrate on learning how to use your airbrush and becoming comfortable with your airbrush. These are the best paints to start out with, one of these colors. Next, we're going to have a quick little overview of textile paints. Here we have the most popular airbrush paint for textile, doing leather jackets, crafts. You can even use it on canvas and fine art if you like. Medea textile colors. These are all water-based. Aquaflow, which is probably the most popular with professional t-shirt artists. It's been around for years. Createx colors. And a fairly new paint on the market, E-Tech. They're all water-based. They're all pretty much ready to spray through a bottom feed airbrush for best results. If you need to reduce any of these colors, you can do so with just water or distilled water. Generally, you want them about the consistency of milk if you're doing other surfaces than t-shirts. If they're t-shirts, you want to keep it pretty much full strength as it comes out of the bottle. But if you do need to reduce them, you can reduce them with water. And you can reduce them down to about the way milk would flow. To clean up, your airbrush is just water or commercial airbrush cleaner. To be color fast in t-shirt and textile art, most of these colors need to be heat set. They all come with a little tech sheet giving you instructions on how to heat set the garment so that the paint is durable after you wash it. It doesn't fade. Next, we'll go on to paint for hard surfaces like motorcycles and helmets. Now moving on to hard surfaces such as motorcycles, helmets, auto art. You have water-based products you can use. E-Tech makes an FX series, which you can use on hard surfaces, metal, motorcycle, helmets, fiberglass, auto art. Createx makes an Autoborne, auto air paint, which is water-based, waterborne. I believe the E-Techs you can just reduce with water. The new Autoborne, you need to use their new reducer to reduce it. You can reduce the new Autoborne 50-60% if you need to get it to flow through your airbrush correctly. And the solvent-based side of things for hard surfaces, one of the most popular brands, of course, is House of Color. When you get into solvent-based products, that's a whole 6-hour video in itself, plus. The best thing to do is read your tech sheets, talk to your local jobber, become familiar with the products before you try and use them. All these products need to be clear coated with a 2-part clear, catalyzed clear, in order to protect the artwork. With solvent-based paints, you clean up your airbrush with lacquer thinner or reducer. They also package automotive paint like Custom Shop does, the urethane product, in 4-ounce bottles. It comes reduced already, which is nice if you don't want to buy quarts of every color and then reduce it yourself. This may be an economical way for you to go. Again, urethane colors, solvent-based paint is not something you should really mess with unless you put the time and effort into reading the text sheets and becoming familiar with the product. You get great results either way, with the water-based or the solvent-based on hard surfaces. That's my quick overview of airbrush paint. I hope you found it helpful. This is Don at Airbrush Technique Magazine, airbrushTechniqueMagazine.com.